I love my realtors, Jill and Brian, because they have been so helpful and so patient during my challenging process. I was selling my house to move in with my significant other, and we were bringing our two families together and looking for our dream home. Jill and Brian found the house for us and made sure that that dream became a reality. So now we're here living in the house we love, and it's all thanks to them. I actually heard about Jill and Brian from my sister. She referred them to me, and then I referred them to my family and my friends. So thank you so much, Jill and Brian.
The good part about Brian is during the closing time that he said, "I knew this was the house for you. I knew it. I didn't even know it, So that's a crazy word. He knew. He said, "Yeah, I had a good feeling about this house." So it was a great process.
Yeah, and the fact that if you don't know anything about buying a house or how realtors work, you may think that they just, oh, you like a house and they're like, yeah, this is for you because they want a commission. That's not how he was with us. He pointed out the bad first, because I thought every house we saw was great. But he's like, okay, you don't want this because of this, you don't want this because of that. So that says a whole lot about a person and their character. They're not in it just because the money or this is my career. They're in it because they care, and that's what he showed us, and that's why we love him.
And you could tell, because even after the sale, he still communicates with us today.
Yep.
We moved in like in October. It's like 4 months later, and he's still, hey, how you doing? Everything's going fine, so yeah.
Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. We get the texts back and forth.
Yeah, so he's like part of the family now.
Yeah.
Well, before we tell you about why we love Jill and Brian, basically I'm going to tell you that I first fell in love with my wife, Lynn. And once we got engaged, it was my house that was the one that needed to be sold. Now, my house presented some unique challenges in that it was a much older house in a rural location. And Lynn will tell you it was a remote location. She did an excellent job of finding unique ways to market the house. She was always very active with making sure we had people coming through. She also got to know us very well. She wanted to know what our time frames were, what our financial needs were, not just our wants, but really our needs. And as it turned out, we ended up selling the house within our time frame. We got the price that we needed, and it turned out great. And now she's going to be helping us with our next challenge.
She's been wonderful to work with from the perspective of looking for houses. We also have a unique situation with an in-law situation where my mom is coming with us, and we wanted to make sure her needs were met as well as ours. And Jill and Brian have been phenomenal through the selling of George's house, but also each time they showed us a house that we were interested in, Jill truly was a sponge and absorbed that information and knew how to really guide us with each successive look. And ultimately we decided to build, and she was very helpful in that process as well. And thank goodness for her, because the excitement of building was starting to overtake us, and she kept us right on the mark with certain legalities and contractual obligations and reminders for timeframes. So that was enormously helpful. And they've become just wonderful people that we have enjoyed having in our lives, and I think that's an important part of the experience of buying or selling a home. And we absolutely plan on using them to sell my existing home in the future once our home is built.
Another thing that we absolutely appreciated with working with Jill and Brian is their unselfishness. We had heard from other people working with other realtors that all they ever heard every couple of weeks was lower the price, lower the price, lower the price. And as mentioning, I did have a challenging house to sell, but Jill was very good with setting her expectations, going the extra mile, and doing what needed to get done to sell the house and still keep within our time frame, and also with the price that we were wanting to get. So that was very helpful. And we even invited them to our wedding.
We've been realtors in the Capital Region now for
15 years.
Time goes by fast. We are so grateful today to the clients who participated in the testimonial video, but we're also super grateful to all the clients that we've had over the past several years. There's literally hundreds of them that we have helped buy a home, sell a home. Comes with lots of challenges and
lots of rewards.
Lots of rewards too. Going to a closing and seeing those keys get passed is just an amazing experience, whether we're on the seller side or the buyer side. And we plan on being here for many, many more years doing what we do. We love our job. So if you want to buy or sell, please feel free to contact us at any time. We're happy to help.
And we're looking forward to helping hundreds more.
Yeah.